meeting will come to order. The Bristol Borough Council reorganization meeting is in session. Father James will say a prayer, please.
Let us bow our heads in prayer. God, creator of all that is good, during the first few days of this new year, we are grateful tonight that we can gather together to ask for your blessings on these elected leaders of our community. Let your blessing always be upon them, their deliberations, and their decisions. We ask that you keep their hearts always open to the common good, always vigilant in respecting the value of human life and property, and always eager to create a community where people can live in security and tranquility. Bless also our borough residents, so that we can be open to their leadership, responsive to their requests, and eager to build up our hometown. Fill this night with your grace, and enrich this year with your gift of hope. We ask this because we believe in you as our God, forever and ever. Amen.
Before we have the swearing in, I'd like to say a few words. I want to thank the many borough residents and friends that sent congratulation cards and for the many phone calls I received. The baseball cap given to me by the Bristol Rotary Club with the mayor printed across the front was special. Also, the emails I received from Switzerland, Canada, the Philippines, and Sicily were a surprise. I want to thank the present Borough Council and the residents of Bristol Borough for having me be your mayor for the past 22 days. You made a dream come true. This is something I will remember the rest of my life. Thank you and Happy New Year. Frank, will you swear in the new mayor, please?
You're just going to repeat after me and say aye, and then you're going to state your name, not like the fireman say state your name. Okay.
I, Robert Lego,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and I will perform the duties of my office
and I will perform the duties of my office
as mayor for the Borough of Bristol
as mayor for the Borough of Bristol
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, you are so sworn.
How's that?
Yeah, I'll tell you, you're right on the ball.
One out, one in.
Out, one in. Before I ask the candidates of the council that are going to be sworn in tonight, I have one thing that I would like to say. I would like to take the opportunity right now to thank all the residents of Bristol Borough for giving me this opportunity to be your mayor. I proudly accept this responsibility. I will do it to the best of my ability. As a longtime resident of Bristol and a 32-plus year veteran of the police department, I can assure you that I will try my best to make a difference in this town, the police and fire department. Thank you. God bless you. This time, I would like to call the tax collector up, Anna Laracy.
My husband. What do you want me to face? What do you want me to...
What are we doing here? Musical chairs or what? You guys stand on that side over here. Stand over on this side. You're a control freak, aren't you? No, I'm not. They're
Yes, he
making a
is.
camera going, so, and audio, so watch what you say.
Him especially.
All right. You're going to repeat after I say aye, and you're going to say your name. I
I, Anna Bono Laracy,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and I will perform the duties of my office
and I will perform the duties of my office
as tax collector for the Borough of Bristol
as tax collector for the Borough of Bristol
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, you're a statesman.
Go collect some taxes. Go get us some money. Everybody else is going to work, right?
I'm going to ask Lorraine Cullen to come up here and be sworn in as the newly elected councilwoman. Bring your family members up.
Yeah, I want.
Oh, you got 50 people coming up?
I want my whole family, if you don't mind. Leslie.
You holding the Bible?
Yes, Steve is. Farm. Don't make me say anything.
Anybody that's not a relative, don't come up. I'm not going to stand on that side.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is how we operate.
Hey, this is your moment.
Yeah.
You can do what you want. Okay, you ready? I'm going to say aye, and you're going to say aye, and you're going to state your name.
Okay.
I
I mean, Lorraine Cullen,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and I will perform the duties of my office
and I will perform the duties of my office
as councilwoman for the East Ward for the Borough of Bristol
as councilwoman for the East Ward of the Borough of Bristol
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm at a wedding with a receiving line.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love you too. Aww. That's why she won.
Next to be sworn in will be Ralph DiGiuseppe.
I'm ready.
He's ready.
I
I, Ralph D. Giuseppe,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will perform the duties of my office
and I will perform the duties of my office
as councilman for the South Ward for the Borough of Bristol
as councilman for the South Ward of the Borough of Bristol
with fidelity.
Next to be sworn in will be Betty Rodriguez.
Marty, tell Ricky to come up. Rick. Sorry, don't tell him my son. My son doesn't hold the Bible. Yeah, they're taking my daughter.
There you go.
I, Betty Rodriguez,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and I will perform the duties of my office
and I will perform the duties of my office
as councilwoman for the West Ward for the Borough of Bristol
as councilwoman for the West Ward and the Borough of Bristol
with fidelity.
with fidelity. Thank you. Thank you. Watch yourself.
Three girls.
I love you. I love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Last but not least, the next councilman to be sworn in will be Pat Sabatini.
Ready?
Yes.
I
I, Patrick Sabatini,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and I will perform the duties of my office
and I will perform the duties of my office
as councilman for the North Ward for the Borough of Bristol
as councilman for the North Ward in Bristol Borough
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Happy New Year.
At this time, I'd like to have roll call off of council people.
Mr. Lutz? Ms. Cullen? Here. Mr. Now?
Here.
Ms. Rodriguez?
Here.
Mr. Mussi? Here. Mr. Sabatini?
Here.
Mr. Plensky?
Here.
Mr. Di Giuseppe?
Please all rise so we can pledge allegiance to the flag. To do a very important job, council has to nominate a president of council. Do I have any nominations for president of council?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to nominate Ralph D. Giuseppe.
Any seconds?
I don't need a second.
You don't need a
have
second.
to.
No
Okay.
other nominations.
At this time, I close nominations. Mr. Di Giuseppe? Oh, okay. We have to have a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a nomination for
Wait,
election.
let me sit down.
Oh, okay, well, I'm ready.
I know you're in a hurry, but I just would like to thank council for giving me this opportunity again to be your council president. At this time, I'm going to open nominations for vice president of council.
I'd like to make that nomination, sir. I'd like to nominate Robin Trinnell to be our vice president of council, please.
Do I have any other nominations for
Close
vice
nominations.
president? Nominations closed. All those in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? Motion carries.
I too would like to thank my fellow council members. It's a pleasure and it's an honor to serve, so thank you.
All of you. They heard me. Dead grandmother hears me.
At this time, we need to appoint a borough solicitor, so
Mr. President, at this time, I'd like to nominate Bill Salerno as the Bristol Borough Solicitor.
do I have a second? Second by Mr. Polensky. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? Mr. Salerno, congratulations. At this time, we need an appointment to fill our vacancy board chairman.
Mr. President, I'd like to make an appointment to fill the vacancy board chairman as Merrill Winslow.
Do I have a second? Second by Ms. Trinnell. Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? At this time, the borough would like to appoint a borough engineer.
Mr. President, I'd like to appoint Gilmore and Associate as the borough's engineers.
Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Sabatini. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? Number 11, we need to appoint a secretary-treasurer.
Mr. President, I'd like to appoint Mr. Louis Quattrochi, Secretary-Treasurer.
Do I have a second? Second by Ms. Trinnell. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? At this time, we need to appoint an assistant secretary-treasurer.
Mr. President, I'd like to make the appointment of Assistant Secretary Treasurer, Mr. James Dillon.
Do I have a second? Second by Mrs. Rodriguez. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? On number 13, to establish our council meeting times, they will stay as they were over the past several years. It will be the first and second Monday of every month at 7 p.m. Our first Monday is our council work session, which will set the agenda for our regular council meeting where we'll be voting on issues. There are no other appointments. Under new business, we have two presentations. The first one is going to be done by Council Vice President Robin Trinnell to Mayor Joe Saxon. Joe, if you and your family would like to come up, we have something for you.
I just have to say that I requested the honor of giving this to Joe Saxon. I met Joe years ago. I was kind of a newcomer to politics, a newcomer to town, actually, and I can't tell you how hard this man has worked for as long as I've known him, and I know I've known him a much shorter time than you people have, how hard he's worked, not just here in council chambers, not just in the mayor's office, but all the 325th committee, constantly, every board and every commission that I served on, Joe was always there. And I have to tell you that he was a wonderful, wonderful representative of this town. He always made Bristol look good with the way he conducted himself, and I was very proud to have him as a mayor, and I'll be sorry to see him go. And I'd like to, this is from all of us. This is not just from me and from council, but this plaque is from the entire town of Bristol, and it's a small, small thing that we can give a man who's literally given his whole life to this town. So if you'd like to hold it, Joe, I'd like to read it aloud. Honoring Joseph A. Saxton for his 22 years of distinguished service to the Borough of Bristol as Borough Councilman and Mayor. Whereas Joseph A. Saxton has served the borough with integrity and honor as a Borough Councilman from July 14, 1986 through December 1991 and January 1994 through December 2001, and as Mayor from January 2002 through December 2009. Whereas Joseph A. Saxton has devoted much personal time and energy for the betterment and well-being of the Borough of Bristol and residents, and whereas Borough Council desires to honor Joseph A. Saxton for his distinguished service to the Bristol Borough community during his time as Councilman and Mayor. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of Bristol, and it is hereby resolved by the authority of same, that Joseph A. Saxton is hereby honored and thanked for his 22 years of dignified, unselfish, and honorable service as a Bristol Borough Councilman and Mayor. Furthermore, the Council of the Borough of Bristol hereby wish Joseph A. Saxton and his family well in their future endeavors. And thank you, Joe. He's not finished serving the borough yet.
If I can just say a few things, and I guarantee you it won't be long. I just want to thank the council for recognizing the years of service that I've given to the borough. Also, too, I want to thank all the members of the borough family that I've been able to work with over the last 22 years. All the workers, our solicitor, Maria, and all the workers here. And also, too, I'd like to wish the council going forward the continued success, especially my new councilwoman, Lorraine Cullen, and also the new mayor. I wish you success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe.
Our last point of business this evening will be a presentation to Councilman Mike Harris, who we surely are going to miss over there. I don't know who's going to do the minutes next week, Mike.
Yeah.
There's an old adage in sports, they call guys who come to work hard every day, they're like lunch pail guys. Mike was a lunch pail councilman. Every day he got up, he got his lunch, he went to work and did a hard job. He worked hard for the people of the East Ward. Anytime we had something that was real important to us, negotiations, Mike was always picked. Because Mike, we knew, was always fair and had this town's best interest at heart all the time. And also, Mike's a pretty funny guy.
We all like.
Lorraine, don't take this to offense, but I'm going to miss him making jokes all day.
Okay.
Mary Jo, you'll have your husband back. I'm glad. You know you're getting old when they print this up for you in big letters. Honoring Michael E. Harris for his 8 years of distinguished service to the Borough of Bristol as a councilperson. Whereas Michael E. Harris has served the borough with integrity and honor as a borough councilman from January 2002 through December 2009. Whereas Michael E. Harris has devoted much personal time and energy for the betterment and well-being of the borough of Bristol and residents. Whereas Bristol Council desires to honor Michael E. Harris for his distinguished service to the Bristol Borough community during his time as a councilman. Now, therefore, be it resolved by Council of the Borough of Bristol, and it is hereby resolved by the authority of the same that Michael E. Harris is hereby honored and thanks for his 8 years of dignified, unselfish, and honorable service as a Bristol Borough councilman. Furthermore, the Council of Bristol Borough hereby wishes Michael E. Harris, Mary Jo, and Brian well in their future endeavors.
Thanks, everyone. I'd just like to thank council for giving me this honor. It's been a pleasure and an honor serving on council with everyone here. It's been a pleasure to serve the people of the East Ward. That's probably the part I'll miss the most. That and just everyone that I'm used to working with. It's just unusual to hear so many nice things said about me, you know, and it's not even a funeral home. Well, I'm still, especially by Anthony. Usually he's saying not so nice things about me. Anyway, thanks very much. Happy New Year to everybody.
Me and Mike, I think, sworn in together, Mike, in '02, was it?
Yeah.
And it's been great working with you, and I know one thing, over the 8 years you've been here, if there's been a hell of a change in this town with your help and the rest of council, and you can look back and say, you were part of history making in this town, because our legacy will be left here forever with this building, with the police department, and new roads, and traffic signals, and things that you could go on and on about, that you were part of. And it was your vote and your, foresight to also help us get through all this time. So again, I want to personally thank you, and I know the borough residents will also thank you. And it's going to be not fun not having you here in the back room and your jokes, but you're welcome here anytime.
Thanks very much.
If there's no other business, I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn. Mike, trying to get in touch. Meeting adjourned. Council.